Jeremy here with the Red Line News. Today we're interviewing the Salty Scuba Squad. They've been cleaning up the Lower Salt River for a couple years now. So how's it going and what you guys been up to lately?
We have been underwater quite a bit this year. Board after board has been filled with hundreds of pounds of trash this year alone.
We've already been only a month into the season and we're already seeing more than we did, I think, all of last year. And so I don't know if it's just an increase in the tubers or more people coming out to enjoy the river, but we really are keeping busy right now.
How long have you guys been out there cleaning the Lower Salt River?
This will be our third summer as a team doing this, and we started counting how much trash we pulled out last summer, and at the end of the year we had a total of 8,000 pounds that was pulled out of the Salt River. So this year so far we're looking to break that record. It's already at about 1,200 pounds.
If somebody's wanting to help the Salty Scuba Squad, what's the first thing they could do?
Reach out to Redline Rentals. You can go onto our website at thesaltyscubasquad.org, send us a message, let us know you're interested. We'll let you know the date and time for the event. We'll set you up with Redline, and they're going to hook you up with a free rental board for the day to come help us out with our effort. Shore support. We are looking for divers and non-divers. So if you're willing to come out, lend a hand, float, have a good time, this is a great way to do it. You can put yourself up on a paddleboard and help us pull the trash out and hand it up from the divers.
So shore support's a vital part of our mission. And so if you've got some experience paddleboarding, you don't have to be a scuba diver. We have people on the boards that are helping pull the trash from us and then also transporting it over to the side where we have other volunteers taking it up and put it in their trash receptacles. I'm actually retired Navy. And so I've been all over the world. We got to do all kinds of things in the ocean, but I never got scuba certified. And so last year I saw Connie and I saw a lot of the stuff that was happening on the news, and so that motivated me to get certified. So I went down last year, got certified, and reached out to Connie and the Salty Scuba crew, and they embraced me with open arms, and we've just been rocking and rolling ever since. And so we are kind of, our joke right now is that for the next 6 months we're gonna basically neglect all of our household duties and just spend our time on the river.
I've been diving for 27 years now. Both my parents are dive instructors, so I've been in the water my whole life. Coming out here, who would have thought you could dive in the Salt River, right? Tried it out and found there was a problem down there. Lots of lost phones. We decided to formulate a team of like-minded people that wanted to pay back and pay it forward. So here we are, cleaning out trash and picking up treasure.
And then anything that we find on the river, phones, valuables, things like that, we always post it on our social media pages, and then also some of the other social media lost and found pages. And so if you lose something out on the river, take a look on there and see if somebody's pulled it up. If we find it, we post it.
On the topic of what you guys find, what's the weirdest thing that you guys have found? Like, what's the scariest thing that you guys have found?
I found a fanny pack with a couple of phones and a gun in it. And this particular day, all the other guys had found phones, and I was like, haven't found anything yet. Went underwater and boom, pulled that out. So we were like, okay, this needs to go to the sheriff immediately.
I haven't found too many unusual things. I found a bunch of Mardi Gras beads last weekend, so I'm not sure what that was all about.
So what's the most sentimental thing that you guys gotten back to somebody?
There's a tie for that. An engagement ring, which was able to be verified by the engravement inside. Also, we found a phone that had voicemails in it from somebody's loved one that had passed on. So we were so happy to be able to return that, because the voice of a loved one that is gone is priceless. So that was near and dear to me.
Well, that's super awesome that you guys were able to find that stuff and give it back to their loved one. So that's pretty amazing that you guys do the things you do. What's one of the funniest things you guys have ever found?
A karaoke microphone. That was entertainment all day for us.
It still worked?
It still works, yeah.
Okay, so if you want to karaoke while you're cleaning up trash down the Lower Salt River, hit up the Salty Scuba Squad, because they'll play your favorite request. So what's the oldest item that you guys have found, and how long was that in the river for?
We found like an iPhone 8, I think it was, and it had been in the river for 3 years. It was still working and still in the case. So we pulled it out, called the owner, asked her if she had lost a phone. She's like, no. Well, wait, 3 years ago in Arizona. And so that was kind of cool. We were able to reunite her with that, and she was bewildered because here we were calling her 3 years later. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, had some photos on it from her son's graduation that she had missed, so that was also sentimental.
So a phone from 3 years ago, that is pretty crazy that survived the river. So How long were you guys doing this on the river for fun before you started the nonprofit organization?
We were doing this on the river for 2 years before the nonprofit became an idea. The nonprofit started because here we are. We all want to give back and give things to people, but we don't really want to accept payment for it, like individually. So we decided that people, they want to reward you for finding their things, and that's really kind of them, but we feel like that should go towards a bigger purpose. So we started the nonprofit so that we could accept the donations and be able to put them to good purpose. Fixing dive gear, which is not cheap, and paddle boards and so on and so forth. So it's really helped us maintain and build our cause.
Awesome. If somebody wants to donate to you, how does one go about that?
You can go to saltyskubasquad.org. There's a donate now button on there. We do have a QR code for Venmo that you can go to. All donations are tax deductible and greatly appreciated.
And if you see us out on the river, we have the QR codes there on the boards, and so you can come up to us, and if you want to donate, we can do it right there on the river.
What's the biggest way that someone can help that wants to help out?
The biggest way that we need help is people in the water, whether it be divers coming to join the mission, or what we call shore support, people on paddleboards that can help pull up the trash out of the water, because it's a lot to haul all this gear plus a bunch of trash out of the water. So we really appreciate and depend on shore support, and that's where we're so thankful to Jeremy and the team here at Redline. They're able to help us out with that mission. If you reach out to us at thesaltyskubasquad.org, let us know you're interested, a little bit about your experience. We will shoot you over a code to submit here to Redline to get a free rental for the day.
And then the most important thing is make sure you secure your stuff. And so that way we don't have to pull it off the bottom of the river. And if you're gonna buy those cool floatable cases, make sure they're bright, because it makes it easier to see them on the bottom of the river.
What is something that you guys always find that's probably something that somebody shouldn't be bringing to the river in the first place?
I can answer that right away. Glass. We have all had cuts in our hands from trying to climb over rocks and having broken glass down at the bottom. Please leave your glass at home. I understand that beverages can be really tasty in it, but do that at home.
It's also illegal anyways. So if you didn't know, now you know. Bringing glass to the river or any of the lakes that are on Tato National Forest land, it's illegal to bring glass. So don't bring glass.
And if you have a Yeti or something like that that you can use that's reusable, even better, so that way we're not put back into the landfills.
All right, so I just want to thank you guys for coming into Redline and doing this interview with us for the Redline News. We really appreciate the work you guys have been doing out there on the river. We have been hearing people like our customers saying how the river is looking better. And once again, you guys go on their website, Salty Scuba Squad, go find them on Facebook, Instagram, follow them everywhere, share their posts, like their page, come down to Redline and get a free paddleboard and join them and become part of the Salty Scuba Squad.
It's definitely a team effort, and we couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you for that. Good stuff.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time on the Redline News.